Miranda's cherished best friend. I've heard so much about you, yet I can probably count on one hand how many times you and I have crossed paths. Let me ask you, the things you've heard over the years from Miranda, do you hate me? Do you have a perception of me that I'm some evil witch that just poisons people? Yes, I'm afraid I was a good friend, too much of a good friend, and every detail that I have given Brian in terms of a lead on Miranda is true. I did not give him any wrong information. You don't believe that people are good and evil, do you? That's an outdated fairy tale that we tell children. There are shades of gray in people. And I think that's what this little reality show proves. It's that no one is pure. Unless you think you're pure or Brian is pure. Not pure. But I do believe that certain people are capable of evil. You are one of them. I believe there are people who are not capable of doing evil things, but you are. And I stand by that. Certain people can change and then other people cannot. I stand by that too. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not. Then, why are you here? Why am I graced with your presence? Is it or is it not true that you were the one who gave Brian the new lead on Miranda? Her location, Charlotte's location, the big treasure chest that Brian has been after. Yes, like I said, everything I gave to Brian was true, and I did give him the lead on Miranda. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the stuff that I gave him is credible. Was it a lead that you gave him just to humor him, get him off your case? Or is it true? Is it a credible source where Brian may actually find his daughter? This is true. I am a loyal friend, though. And I am a friend to Brian, meaning I am loyal to him. I try to keep my loyalty separate between them both, but I am a loyal friend to Brian as well. It's been a difficult position to be in, nonetheless. Okay, well, I'm sure you know that I know the truth about his paternity. He's not her father. And I think the last thing that we all want is for Brian Montgomery to go get a baby that's not his, but also bring Miranda back to a place where she had nothing but trouble. Right? Don't you want the best for your friend? I'm sure she has a nice, lovely life now, which is probably drama-free. Why bring her back to Serafina Town or bring a connection back to her? True? You don't think that I agree with that? Of course I do. I want nothing but happiness for all my friends. I don't want Brian sitting around moping about a woman that he doesn't have or a baby that's not his that he does. I just want him to move on like we all do. But he won't. It's not that easy. He is very stubborn, hard-headed, and he loves Charlotte. He has a fatherly love for her, whether or not they are blood. You are friends with Brian, and you sound like a loyal friend to help both of them out at the same time. It must be difficult to be in that position. But I think you and me both know that the best for Brian is for him to move on. Let go of the baby that's not his. Go find love. Go find a hobby. and move on so that we can all move on, right? Make it make sense though. How would she have his DNA? It's gotta be believable for me to say something to him like that. He will, with the right scheme. He needs to be afraid to find Miranda. He needs to not want to find her. So what I propose is, we all know my mother flubbed those paternity test results. I believe that to be true. She concealed the truth. Why? I don't know, but we can help Brian know why, right? We can come up with something, and what I've come up with is that she faked those paternity test results to give Miranda a happier life, a better outcome than being with my son, but also leverage. If Nanny Agatha no longer liked Brian, she could pull the lever and she could tell everyone that he's not really the father. It's a little subtle piece of blackmail. It might actually even be true. She may have been keeping these results over his head just so she could have power. So if Brian goes and finds Miranda, she may have access to the real paternity test results. Cross out the word may. You tell Brian she does. And if he finds his daughter, then she will tell the world that he's not the father, and she has proof. Fine. But what happens if he doesn't believe me? What happens if he sees through my lie? Then what? Because at the time, Agatha was in charge of everything medical related. She would most certainly have his DNA on file. He took a test willingly. So this is how you get him to stay away from Miranda. If he goes and finds her, then she will reveal that he's not the dad. That's a great way to keep him away. I will do my best. But remember, my friend Brian Montgomery is very hard-headed. If he doesn't believe you, then there's a high chance that he finds Charlotte. He takes Charlotte from Miranda and runs off with her, because I have it on good authority that he's not planning to return to Serafina Town with the baby. He's going to do an eye for an eye, run off with her just as Miranda ran off. So, as her friend, as his friend, it's your job to prevent that. Otherwise, you just let a baby be taken from her mother into the hands of a man who's not biologically her father. You will also be hurting my son, because at least with Charlotte being with Miranda, he has that chance one day of knowing, where she is, possibly. But if Brian gets his hands on Charlotte, he is never bringing that baby back. He will go off the radar. He did it before, and he'll do it again. So good luck, Victor. I have faith in you. You seem like an intelligent man.